Kathy Kim. Welcome to News 6. Today's News 6 is being presented by Miss Louise's and Miss Pope's 6th graders at Ottawa Elementary School in Ottawa, Ohio. Ottawa Elementary School has a new special program for its 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Here with that story is Chris Slegg.
The new program at Ottawa Elementary allows 6th, 7th, and 8th graders to mix together and learn about different subjects other than the ones taught every day in school.
Hi, I'm Brea Shoemaker. The last 2 periods of every Wednesday are set aside for the enrichment program. Each teacher works with a group of students for 6 sessions during the 6 weeks grading periods. Mr. Smith teaches Spanish, Mr. Lees teaches health, Mr. Warman teaches first aid, drama is taught by Mrs. Louise and Mr. Brought, and economic is taught by Mrs. Pope.
Ms. Pope, how did the teachers come up with the idea of the science and humanities block?
Well, we were looking for a way to give the students a wider variety of topics and an enrichment kind of course. This way would be a good way to go with the block from 1:30 and 2:50 every day, or excuse me, every Wednesday, and each teacher would teach a certain subject for 6 weeks.
We're covering some topics that are very pertinent, very important to students this age, and I enjoy seeing the students being involved in this extracurricular course, and they seem to be getting quite a bit of enjoyment out of it.
Well, you get to know other students in the higher grades, and you get to learn about other subjects you normally wouldn't learn about in school. There are a lot of fun classes. We switch to a new class section every 6 weeks. Kathy?
Thank you, Chris. Most people get their first job when they're about 16, but in Ottawa, there's a boy who has started his working career much younger. Steve Kirsch has that story.
There is a boy in Ottawa that is 14 years old who works in a store. The store is the Olympia Sporting Goods. The boy's name is Rich Ross, and he has been working there ever since he was 12 years old. Rich's mother, Catherine Ross, thinks it is a good business experience. Rich likes working at Olympia a lot. His boss is Greg Popple. Greg owns the store. He enjoys having Rich work there. Rich irons words on T-shirts and other sporting clothes. He also sells shoes and helps customers. A lot of people think that it is great for a kid to start working with people. Rich says that he meets a lot of people. He says it is great communication.
Thanks, Steve. Many people help our community. Here with a report on a very special group is Dean Mayhew.
Most of the jobs in our community are jobs that help people. Policemen, firefighters, doctors, and more. But one of the most important services in Ottawa is the Emergency Medical Service, or EMS. They help people in time of accidents or sicknesses. Members of the EMS are known as paramedics. These people are trained to give first aid about all sicknesses and injury. Their ambulances are equipped with most instruments needed to help emergency patients. Recently, Mrs. Audra Roberts talked to us about the service and gave us a tour of the ambulance.
Will you tell us a little bit about the emergency medical service?
Sure. Putnam County has a miraculously very well-trained emergency services. We've been in operation since 1974. At first, when we first started out, everybody said it couldn't be done. But we have proven that it has been done. We have trained our people. We have to go to school for 78 hours, classroom training. We have to participate in the hospital training for 20 hours, and then we take extra training, whichever places hands it out or gives it out, so to speak.
What kind of calls do you get?
Well, we get a little bit of everything from a cut toe to a heart attack, or sometimes we also have fatalities and accidents, and they can be serious to not so serious. Right now we are working on having an emergency hospital room, so to speak, brought right here in Putnam County, where we will be able to take minor injuries and minor sicknesses to this emergency room and be treated, so we won't have to transport them to the hospital.
Thank you, Mrs. Roberts. This is Bonnie Schuler for News 6.
There are 17 active members in Putnam County's Emergency Medical Service. These people work regular jobs and work for EMS in their spare time. The 2 ambulances make an average of 2 runs per day, transporting most patients to Lima hospitals. It is nice to know that EMS is there in case of an emergency. Kathy?
Thank you, Dean. Many people have dogs, and that's not too unusual, but our News 6 team found a very unusual dog in Ottawa. Here with that story is Lynn Phillips.
Thanks, Kathy. Most people think that their pets are special. Some dogs are cuter than others, and some just are smaller. Karen Punches of Lipstick believes that with patience and love, you can get a pet to do any trick. Her dog, Globo, looks like most other dogs. He plays dead, he fetches a ball, he begs for treats. What makes Karen's dog so different from most dogs is that Lobo can also meow. Gina Warren interviewed Karen Punches and Lobo.
How did you get Lobo to do the tricks?
Well, for instance, on his rolling over, I just told him to roll over, and then I would roll him over, and I kept doing that, and eventually he caught on. I'm really convinced that you can teach almost any animal to do anything, because it just takes love and patience and encouragement. And I think they can do almost anything.
What special tricks can Lobo do?
Well, I think the most unusual, he can meow. Lobo, how does the kitty go? What does the kitty say? Kitty? Good.
Thanks, Lynn. As part of our News 6 program, we have added a special segment. It is called 6th Grade Opinion. Here with today's 6th grade opinion is Chris Slick.
The Blanchard River is a dump. People are using the river as a dump in Ottawa. Next to the river is a junkyard. When the water is up, the debris floats into the water. When Ottawa had a flood this summer, debris was floating around town. People of Ottawa were getting hit by junk that came from the river. When people threw junk into the river, it scares the fish away. Ottawa also has a creek. There is a junkyard next to the creek. The junkyard is on a hill, and when the debris is dumped into the junkyard, it rolls down the hill into the creek. How can we live in a town like this? We need to clean up our river and creek.
That's all for News 6 today. Next week's News 6 will be presented by the 6th grade from Immaculate Conception Elementary School from Port Clinton, Ohio. Thanks for watching.